The Belize National Teachers Union is arguably the most powerful among the various labor organizations that form the Trade Union Congress. Since its establishment in July 1970, B.N.T.U has been represented by sturdy leadership and, along the way, has also cemented the legacies of well-known Belizean educators and activists, including George Fraser and Luke Palacio. On April 13th, the exercise of power transitioned from two-term President Elena Smith to former National Secretary Ruth Shoman.
Ifashina Ifenyemi, 226 votes. Ray Martinez, 71 votes. Ruth Shoman, 356 votes, which makes Ruth Shoman our president.
Her tenure has been fleeting and is likely to go down as the shortest reign for a B.N.T.U president. On August 31st, Shoman, who has been under attack by her colleagues in the Teachers Union, served notice of an immediate departure from office. The resignation comes 2 days after Shoman's last public statement, during which she acknowledged that forces from within were working against her.
Some individuals, and I don't know who, have decided to make it public. I won't follow suit. B.N.T.U is, I believe, one of the strongest unions in our country, and bringing things out and many a times misleading, those who really love the union wouldn't do that, because B.N.T.U is a private organization and I will keep it as that. Whatever issues are happening are being addressed by the Council of Management, and that's how it should be.
Despite a firm stance earlier this week in the face of the overwhelming assaults, Shoman threw in the towel last night. In her letter to the Executive Secretary, she writes, quote, "This was not an easy decision for me, but after the multiple abusive attacks against me, I have decided to walk away from this toxicity for my own well-being," end quote.
I think one of our biggest downfalls as human beings is that we put labels on each other, and the minute we do, we start dividing ourselves. And I won't do that. Everyone is entitled to their individual comment and their individual opinion. That's, I think, a right that we have, and we're talking about rights today. And I have a right to say that the issues that surround me are private and we're addressing them. And I just need my members to know that the work of the union is ongoing and they are at the forefront and they are what matter.
Shoman's ascension to the highest office in the union was criticized by a number of individuals, including those who contested the leadership position at the last election. According to Shoman, the attacks continued and were aimed squarely at her eligibility. In a 6-page document outlining the reasons for her resignation, she writes, quote, "An attorney was sought by counsel. The outcome of those discussions was never disclosed to me. I sought my own legal advice and was informed that the council had created a legitimate expectation and I did not need to prove my eligibility to be a member. I still chose to do so. I shared this with both the first vice president and yourself, but I did not authorize you to share it with anyone else, as I do not have a legal obligation to provide such information. Now that I have resigned, you nor the first vice president have the legal right to disclose my personal information to anyone, including Council of Management, as this is a direct violation of my privacy," end quote. Shoman, you would recall, initially announced her resignation in May, but rescinded her letter of withdrawal in short order.
As you all know, she tendered her resignation, and this morning she rescinded that resignation. So she remains our president-elect, and come July 3rd, she's going to be in office as our new B.N.T.U president for the next 2 years.
Regrettably, Shoman lasted less than 2 months. Reporting for News 5, I am Isane Cayetano.